Agios Kirykos is the capital city of Ikaria Island, which you may know as Greece's Blue Zone.
One of the highlights of the city is the promenade by the pier. There are lots of shops here, including grocery stores, cafes and bakeries.
Join us on our scenic walk to this promenade from the nearby city of Therma.
Yeah, so we met at the Thermal Springs senior woman.
From France, from Paris.
She apparently comes here every year for the past 10 years. She's been a frequent visitor. I guess she has some problems with her joints or I forgot what is it, legs, arthritis or something.
And she said it's very hard for her to walk inside of the thermal springs.
Yeah, so those steps with a I don't know what is it called, the handles. They are not very senior people friendly. So that you have to be at least a little fit to get down there and to get to the thermal springs. So what she was doing, I think she was asking some people to help her like swim from the shore to the thermal springs.
Yeah. And
she was able to get there a few times. But what did you say about the spa itself, like the building that you pay?
Yeah, so they're closed unless there are many people, and I guess I'm not sure. For example, in July, August, maybe when there are more people here, maybe they're always open. But right now in June or in May, it's still closed unless there are like big groups of people making reservations in advance to go to the spa. So I guess they talk to the spa owners in advance and open the bathhouses just for the day for them.
For that group of 5 or something people. But when she asked them to open for her, they refused because it's not, I guess, profitable for them.
So she could only use the cave.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very interesting talking to her because she had a few insights on the island. So basically, one of her friends, I forgot where she was
from England.
From England,
she said.
He convinced her to buy land here, and
it was. She didn't say how big it is, but it's relatively small in a small village, I think.
Yeah, in a small village nearby here, and it cost 30,000 euros to buy the land. So she was planning to build a house there, but she ran into problems with permits.
She said that when she bought the land, permits were not required to build a building, but now she must, and she says that she's been waiting for a year, I think.
Yeah, so to get a permit, you have to go to Samos Island and get the permit because it's the capital, I guess, of this region.
Yeah, it's called Samos Prefecture.
So that's why it takes a long time. It takes a year or more to get a permit. And but she has to pay taxes and everything for water too because she had a well put in. So she pays for everything but can't use it.
Yeah.
So she has to stay at a hotel here when she visits.
But she was also saying that her other friend, or the same friend from England, he was trying to build something for 13 years. Yeah, for 13 years. And he was having a lot of trouble with local construction workers.
Yeah, so she said one day the worker who was working on building the house, he came in drunk and he's like, I don't want to work anymore on this building. And he's like, where's my equipment box? And the guy is like, oh, it's right underneath your feet. He was so drunk he couldn't see. So these are the kind of workers for you. And also, she told us about the construction going on the beach in Therma. And also the construction there are 2 workers. And they take breaks like all the time.
Yeah, they barely work, or they work like for a half an hour now, and then take like a half an hour break.
And so we saw the excavator. They worked like for 1 minute and then they took a break.
Yeah, that explains why our host, Airbnb host, she told us that the construction work that we're witnessing in Therma, it was supposed to be over like a month ago, but it's still going on, and understandably why, for the reasons of long breaks.
Which is actually good for us because it's not noisy all the time.
Oh yeah.
But it's a bit ugly.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I wish that the construction was over because it's like noise, an hour in and hour out. And but the other thing she also mentioned about that guy, from England, who he was trying to build a house for 13 years, and he's saying that he's been learning how to construct house himself because he just couldn't find reliable workers here, and instead he just learns the ropes himself.
The guy who was drunk, so he recently left, so now he's trying to find another guy to help him, but it doesn't it's not easy to find someone.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe if you're local, maybe people are friendlier, I don't know, and they help you more. And if you're just some person who's out of town who's trying to fit in here, maybe they're not that friendly towards you, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I have a feeling that that's the case. I have a feeling that if you're a local and you have family here, and the neighbors know you, they all help you construct the house. But
yeah, that's a good guess, I think.
and I mean, it's understandable too, because maybe they don't want foreigners ruining their culture. I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Just an idea.
Yeah, I mean, the certain foreigners, when they come and try to do something on Ikaria, they have certain expectations, like how things should work. But that's not how it works in Ikaria. I mean, that's a given that you have to just accept. There's nothing that can be held about it.
And the woman that we talked to, even she's trying to like change some things. Like she asked for the steps to be made to enter the cave, and she asked about the wheelchair access for the beach. And I don't know, maybe the people don't like that when you're trying to change something. And
well, that plus I'm not sure who she talked to. I mean, that there's a local government, and maybe she talked to her own person, or they just don't have the capacity or just desire even
I don't know,
to do
maybe
something
like
about it.
Because she's from France and not a Greek, maybe it's also a big part of it. Who knows?
Yeah. Here's Agios Kirykos cityscape.
Some stranger telling you what to do. Maybe they don't like that.
Absolutely. So, I mean, things are much slower. Like, people slow down here in Ikaria. You have to, I guess, slow down too. I mean, otherwise you'll be stressing out.
Yeah, like they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans. So you can't expect the world to bend at your knees, especially if you travel. And of course, if it's your local town, then you have, like, I guess the not even the right, but the need to go and change something. But when you're at a foreign place, you can't really expect them to change, or even just not expect. I think expect is the wrong word, but even like I mean, it's kind of not ethical, I think, to look down on people who are doing different things than you. So you have to really understand everyone and everyone's culture. And you're the one that's at fault if you're thinking badly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to understand the lifestyle that the Ikarians live here. It's just a different pace, and they don't worry about things getting done on time, and they just, things progress as they are, and they progress slower than it's the way it is.
Yeah.
And they live with it, and they're fine with it.
And you're the problem, not them.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with it, it's like if you go to like some native people and they're doing like some things that are not seen as ethical anymore, but that's their life. That's all they've known. And
like eating humans, for instance.
Yeah.
The worst case. But
yeah, you can't throw them all in jail. That's just how they're living there. and it's hard for you to understand, but you can't judge people.
Yeah, so that was an interesting story to hear, and I imagine that it would be so because it's an island. Things, for instance, how do you bring here lots of material, and for instance, if you're building a house, like how do you bring all these appliances? It's just expensive and takes time. And
like if you're going to a grocery store here, you can't expect a lot of food that you're used to in Athens, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. You just adapt, or you don't like it, just
leave.
Just get along or leave. Yeah.
There are plenty of islands that are more filled with people, more tourist friendly. So.
Yeah, and islands and countries, places. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when people just get used to living a good life, they
assume it's everywhere.
Yeah, or they just look down on what they don't understand. So this is the center of Agios Kirykos.
Yeah, we just arrived. There was a walk from Therma to Agios Kirykos. Lots of people. It's a touristy place.
Grocery store here that we really like. It's coming up soon.
People are dining. I guess it's lunchtime.
And they're drinking cafes.
Yeah, lots of locals as well.
Coffees, I mean. Mostly drinking coffee. What I see.
Very relaxing.
So there's a shop here that we stopped in. They sell swimsuits.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
And they're not too cheap.
Yeah,
like
they're not.
20 euros per
one piece of
one piece,
swimsuit.
Yeah.
And
So it's
the selection for men's male swimsuits.
It's funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Grocery stores at the end there. So I see ourselves dining here on Monday when we'll have 3 hours before we can check in.
Yeah, maybe Freddo Cappuccino.
So I think definitely we're going to be here. I don't even have a doubt.
Yeah. So this is one of the grocery stores in Agios Kirykos. They have a lot of fresh produce, fruits, vegetable.
So we stopped by this cafe, just random cafe, and we got a cappuccino Freddo. So you see, if it's takeout, it's $2.50. But if you order inside, it's $3. Yeah. So we have 15 minutes. So.
No, she's. Do you mind if I pay you right now? You can give me just 16.
Okay, thank you. So we gave her a €1 tip. So what do you think?
It's cold and really tasty. It's perfect summer drink. Really fresh and kick your brain to the higher gear.
So you drink the liquid at the bottom and then you go up and you get the cream.
Yes.
It's very nice. It's a little bit salty, right? At the top.
It's definitely not super sweet. She was asking me about the sweetness that I want.
You said medium.
Yeah, and I guess. I think I can get them one notch higher in terms of sweetness. It wouldn't hurt.
But it's definitely nice here, the atmosphere. Great.